Liv Morgan is under the skin of her haters with a recent move that got fans talking. In this video, I'm going to share what she did that was so debatable, why it's so important, and much, much more. Because Liv Morgan, it has been her year. It has been the Liv Morgan's revenge tour, and it has been on full display, feuding with the likes of Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. Two stars who WWE was forced to be without with this year. If you look at it like this, it was Becky Lynch who helped Liv get over a little bit more than she was, leading into a feud with Rhea Ripley coming out of WrestleMania 40, only for plans to change. Liv Morgan was the glue that WWE needed to bridge the gap. And not only did they bridge the gap with Liv Morgan, she helped create a new star in herself. She wanted the ball. She asked for the ball. They gave her the ball. She's ran with the ball. Liv Morgan has become one of WWE's biggest stars across Raw or SmackDown. And you can throw her name up against anyone, including Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and many more. Liv Morgan was able to return earlier this year at the Royal Rumble after being away for months due to legitimate injury, declaring her revenge tour. She actually feuded with Becky Lynch earlier this year. A underrated feud, in my opinion, setting the stage for Becky losing to Rhea at WrestleMania 40, only for Rhea to enter into a program with Liv Morgan. Once Rhea got injured, WWE scrambled. They had to come up with a plan. They had to create a new star. Rhea Ripley, she was going to be injured multiple months, had to vacate Women's World title. They put the belt on Becky with the hopes that Becky would not only step up, replace Rhea, and sign a new contract. She opted not to and took her ball and went home. Thus, you had to create a new star. You had a built-in program with Liv and Rhea. They knew they were onto something there. They had a built-in storyline, so they created a new star in Liv Morgan. And that was so, so important. Because Becky Lynch, she hasn't wrestled since she lost to Liv in a steel cage match on the May 27th episode of Monday Night Raw. Morgan, she successfully retained her championship in that bout. And Lynch is on a free agent list. She reportedly has no interest in going to AEW. She may or may not come back to WWE. Liv, she's in the midst of her title reign. And now she has taken credit for retiring Becky Lynch. And that's where this video picks up. Because Liv Morgan, well, she speaks the truth. And she did so when she was talking about Becky. While appearing on The Big Show with Russick and Rose, she took pride in the fact that she retired Becky Lynch. This is what she had to say. I'm so happy and I'm so proud. I'm just trying to enjoy it all and do everything's justice. Two-time world champion, two-time tag team champion, Money in the Bank winner. I single-handedly retired Becky Lynch. I'm the only person to defeat Rhea in the last 2 years, and I have Daddy Dom. I'm a very, very happy girl. 1,000%. There's so many factual statements in there. I think people forget that she's a two-time tag team champion. She's won Money in the Bank. She beat Ronda Rousey, and she handled her business with Becky and Rhea. The fact that she can, think about this, whenever, and I think there will, I think Becky Lynch is going to eventually return to WWE. Let me know down in the comments area below whether or not you agree with me or not. When she does, oh boy, does she have a feud built into place. Because now Liv is a bigger star. And now, when she does return, Becky Lynch that is, and she has a built-in feud with Liv, because Liv not only beat her back-to-back, but she can bring up these interviews where Liv, in character obviously, is taking credit for retiring Becky Lynch, one of WWE's biggest stars over the last 7 years, 5 years. Right? You want to go back to 2018? That's really when Becky's stock kind of took off. Liv Morgan, she needed that feud with Becky earlier this year because it helped set the stage, and she needed to be able to feud with Rhea Ripley. It helped set the stage. And then she needed that Becky Lynch feud again. Not only did she beat Becky in Saudi Arabia to win the championship, regardless of the outside interference from Daddy Dom, she also beat her 2 nights later on Monday Night Raw in a steel cage match and sent the man packing. And she was on top of Monday Night Raw and its women's division for multiple months before Rhea came back. Like, this is significant. This is why haters don't like this, because they look at Liv and they see a overrated star. They don't get the hype. They don't understand why fans are obsessed with this woman. And it's like, because they've seen her struggle. And I've said this before, but it's like, the reason Liv has a connection with the fan base is because we have witnessed her struggle and struggle for years. And everyone can relate to an underdog. Everyone can want to see someone succeed. And then once they do succeed, then you want more success for that person, right? That's why there are fans of, soccer teams and football teams and NBA teams and stuff like that, right? You root for something. You relate to something, therefore you want to see them succeed in it, and you're there in the ups and you're there in the downs. That's why Liv has such a connection. So she had to lose to Becky Lynch earlier this year. She had to have a golden storyline fall apart in front of her eyes with Rhea Ripley, and then it be taken back, and then it being given to her again. I still think we would not have gotten the push that we have witnessed with Liv Morgan if it was not for Rhea getting injured. I still think they would have went with the original plans, which was it was a one-off for Rhea Liv coming out of Mania, right? Not everyone thought that we were going to get Liv as champion. We just thought she was just going to get beat, right? And they were going to move on to something else. It had been rehashed. Liv missed Mania. She wasn't really featured that often coming out of the Becky Lynch feud, which is kind of remarkable, like if you think about it, because when she returned at the Royal Rumble, she declared it was the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. And then she went into a feud with Becky Lynch. And then she was just off TV for the most part. And even if she was on TV, she really wasn't doing much of anything. And so that's why it's so remarkable, like, not only the fact that she did get a turnaround, but how fast she got a turnaround. That is what's so cool about the Liv Morgan story, her rise in 2024, and what WWE has been able to do with her since then. Like, her feud with Rhea Ripley is one of the best that they've ever done. And I think most would agree with that. I think that if you like this video, I have a whole list of Liv Morgan videos that I think you'll like. Check that out, and while you're there, hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. Drop that like, and oh, by the way, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, helping change my life, and I will see y'all in the next video.